Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. It is September. This year has gone by really quickly. And in a matter of few months, we got October, November, and December. We'll hit January, and we'll be officially having eyes and ears already for those midterm races. But for right now, we're going to be doing our Senate prediction and specifically looking at the United States Senate. We are going to be doing a simulation, sort of a role play of the Senate race as it is November 2026 on election day. So this is what I think would look like over the course of time. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'll go ahead and type in our colors in. It is 6 o'clock p.m. We can make the first projections of the night. Starting off with Kentucky, whoever would be running in that place, that state will be carried. And if people that want to know who I think Andy Barr will be the said congressman. It could be Daniel Cameron, former attorney general. I think his jazz has lost. I think his 2023 campaign for governor, I think after that, that is kind of ended for him. But as Andy Barr is a high-profile congressman, looking at the state of Virginia, we can make a projection that Mark Warner may win re-election. And he has made it clear that he will run for a fourth term, despite being very old. Well, no, I generally think of him as old. He's actually in his lower 70s. We can make a projection in South Carolina. Lindsey Graham will win re-election, running for a fifth term. These career politicians, Georgia, that is too close to call. But in Florida, we can officially project that Ashley Moody will win a full term in the United States Senate. All right, so looking at the map right now, you have 35 to 34 seats being called in the United States Senate. It is now at 7:30. We got 3 states closing. Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina. We can call 2 out of 3. Ohio, we can make a projection that John Husted will defeat Sherrod Brown for the governorship. In West Virginia, we can make a projection that Shelley Moore Capito will win re-election. And North Carolina, it's just simply too close to call as of right now. But as of right now, we have Republicans leading by 1, as Democrats are hoping to make some gains in the Senate. Let's take a look. It's now 8 o'clock p.m. We can make a projection in the following states. Maine, too close to call. New Hampshire, too close to call. Massachusetts, we can make a projection in that state. Okay, Massachusetts. Making a projection here. Yes, we can project that Ed Markey, 80-year-old Ed Markey, will win re-election. Rhode Island Jack Reed, he will win re-election. New Jersey, Cory Booker will win re-election in that state. Delaware, that being Chris Coons, he will win re-election. And North Carolina, never mind, we already closed that state, but it's still too close to call. Alabama, that's a new senator, a new seat, and we can make a projection that we can go ahead and declare that Barry Moore, who is the U.S. representative for Alabama's 1st congressional district, will win that seat. He'll become the new senator, replacing the senator. Tommy Tuberville. Yes, he's running for governor. That's why he's retiring. Tennessee, we can make a projection that Bill Hagerty will win that seat. He will win re-election. Michigan is too close to call, but Illinois is ready to be called, and we should not be surprised that, Dick Durbin's not running for re-election. Who's going to be his replacement, you may ask? Well, I'm going to make a hypothetical, and I'm going to declare that Robin Kelly, or we'll just say who, Juliana Stratton. Let's just say Juliana Stratton because she's a lieutenant governor. Juliana Stratton will win the said primary, and of course the election. Illinois is a blue state. Mississippi, we can project that. Let's see here. Cindy Hyde-Smith. Senator Hyde-Smith will win re-election. She's relatively a weaker GOP candidate, but it's predicted that she will do better, and this might be her best performance in her career. But I'm not sure if it's going to be her best performance compared to her agriculture commissioner runs back in the old days. So we'll have to see. But we can take a look at Kansas. It will be indicated that Roger Marshall will win re-election. And in Oklahoma, it will be indicated that Markwayne Mullin winning a full term this time in the Senate. In Texas, it's going to be quite complicated whether John Cornyn is going to be the nominee or Mr. Ken Paxton. It's going to be very difficult because John Cornyn has won a couple polls. I don't want to go and say that Ken Paxton's going to be the nominee. I think it's really... John Cornyn could possibly drop out at this. You're going to have to look at... I just have a hard time believing, as of right now, that... looking at the previous nominations for Senator Cornyn won his renomination by 76%. What's the chances that he he has the incumbent advantage in otherwise? He has had the advantage of coming out and promoting Trump. So I don't want to get people's hopes up thinking that Ken Paxton will oust Cornyn, because Cornyn he is an establishment, but he has links to Trump, although he's very weak when it comes to that. So I don't necessarily know. I personally think Cornyn might actually escape with this. I don't want to be a doubter, but he is the incumbent. And looking at his previous nominations, he won renomination by 76% by 6 years. 6 years is a lot, but it's difficult. We're going to have to see. But Cornyn is winning some polls against Paxton just recently. And that's probably because Cornyn has stepped up against the Texas Democrats. But then again, Ken Paxton did a lot more. He's the attorney general. And I think if Ken Paxton prosecutes these Democrats that have evacuated the state, that he can make a comeback in the polls. But as of right now, we are not going to underestimate John Cornyn's incumbent advantage. So we will declare that John Cornyn will win re-election in Texas. Whether that is renomination, that is a dispute. We can move on. We're going to take at 8:30 p.m. We can declare that Arkansas will be projected. The Arkansas, Tom Cotton will win re-election. All right, this is your map so far. 43-40. Republicans taking the lead. Now we got our 9 o'clock. We have Louisiana closing their polls and the West. Louisiana, Bill Cassidy will be projected the winner. Okay, he's winning re-election. In Iowa, we know that Joni Ernst is not seeking re-election here. And for some stupid reason, Wikipedia is still saying that, announcements pending for September. And I'm like, what's the likelihood now? We're just going to declare that, for now, we'll say Jim Carlin. Jim Carlin. We'll just say Jim Carlin for now. Expected in September, and it's September 1st, so this could relatively change, but regardless, Iowa will remain red. It's not a seat that Democrats can possibly pick up. In Minnesota, we can declare that, what's her name? Peggy Flanagan will win in Minnesota for the Senate. In South Dakota, we can make a projection that Mike Rounds will win re-election. And in Nebraska, we can make a projection that Pete Ricketts will win re-election. Relatively popular, facing independent Dan Osborne once again. But we feel that Ricketts, being high profile and being the popular governor, will have an advantage. In Wyoming, we can make a projection that Cynthia Loomis will win re-election. In Colorado, John Hickenlooper will win re-election. In New Mexico, Ben Roy Luan will win re-election. This is your map so far, 48 to 43. Republicans, 48. You need 51 in order to claim the majority in the Senate. All right, it's 10 o'clock p.m. We have one state closing its polls, and that is the state of Montana. It really shouldn't be really a dispute at this point. Steve Daines is going to win re-election. All right, it's now 11 p.m. We can make a projection in two states. In no surprises here, though. Jim Risch is going to win re-election. In Oregon, we can make a projection that Jeff Merkley will win re-election. All right, Republicans need just one more to claim the majority, and we can project that. And that being Dan Sullivan will win re-election in Alaska. Republicans win the United States Senate. No surprise, the map is not good for Democrats. But the Democrats really shouldn't be focusing on trying to win the Senate. If they focus on trying to win the Senate, then they're going to lose everything. And we gotta want them to focus on winning the Senate. If they put all their money in Ohio, Iowa, and states like that, and Texas, they're going to lose everything. They're going to lose in the states that matter most, which are the states in gray. So we can go ahead and make a couple projections here across the board, starting with New Hampshire. We can project that Chris Pappas will win in New Hampshire, keeping it Democrat. All right. Let's see if Chris Pappas is still... Yep, Chris Pappas still running. You also have Maine, North Carolina, Georgia, Michigan. We can make a projection in Maine. As of right now, Susan Collins still hasn't decided not to run or not. We'll declare that she will run and she will win, holding this seat. So far, there are no flips. No flips so far, guys. In North Carolina, we will make a projection that Michael Whatley will win. It's our belief that Roy Cooper does not have the math to win, as they are the low propensity. All right, and in Michigan, we believe that Haley Stevens will win in Michigan. Now, this is going to be historic, because if Democrats keep Georgia, then this would be the only election in U.S. history, in my belief, that no party makes gains and that the Senate stays the same. Nothing changes, which would be historic. But we think that's going to be a long shot. And because that's going to be a long shot, we believe in our belief that since we are running an experienced candidate this time, not a... What's his name? It was a Warnock versus Walker, not a Herschel Walker. And it's not 2020, not a presidential year, where Democrats are coming out. We believe that Republicans who have a better a better roster, a better draft to run. We got two congressmen running. Buddy Carter, in our hypothetical, will win Georgia, ousting discount John Ossoff, who, it's in my belief, he just won because of the Biden cocktail. Anyway, and also the Ossoff cocktail. You gotta say, John Ossoff, no, the Herschel Walker, the Roy, what am I blanking on? The Raphael Warnock cocktail, which... That was on January the 5th. So there you guys have it. The net worth is Republican +1, which is actually very good. I would rather have it be Republican +2. Republicans did win. I would say, we did win most of the swing states, so we did lose in Michigan. But this is kind of my take and my view on all of this. So what do you guys think in regards to this video? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.